Okay. Good evening, everybody. Today is the 4th of March, and it's 2026. It's Wednesday evening. We just had a good fellowship call with our good brother Michael Orr. He's been a great blessing to us. Michael Orr. He's planning on moving to Pineville. Maybe sometime in May. We're really looking forward to his fellowship when he moves up here, and he'll probably be doing some co-broadcasting with me on our devotionals, but I'm looking forward to that. It's good to have some good friends. Tonight we're ready for 37. I've entitled this More of the Law Service, More of the Old Covenant. We read in Exodus 37:6, and he made the mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half was the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the breadth thereof. You know, from a spiritual standpoint, I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but the mercy seat is pure gold. There's nothing more precious than the mercy seat. I've often told people, I'm not looking for justice, I'm looking for mercy. So I'm going to turn this over to Mark, and he's going to read this chapter, and then I might make a few comments about it after he's through. I'm very blessed to have Mark reading with me the scriptures, and he's got a birthday coming up. In fact, we're going to take him to his birthday lunch tomorrow, and Mark's on Sunday is going to hit the big 5-0. So happy birthday, Mark, and thank you for doing this reading with me through the Bible. I'll turn this over to Mark.
Exodus chapter 37. Bezalel made the ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half the length of it, and a cubit and a half the breadth of it, and a cubit and a half the height of it. He laid it with pure gold within and without, and made a crown of gold to it round about. And he cast for it 4 rings of gold to be set by the 4 corners of it, even 2 rings upon the one side of it, and 2 rings upon the other side of it. He made stays of shittim wood and overlaid them with gold. He put the stays into the rings by the sides of the ark to bear the ark. Made the mercy seat of pure gold, 2 cubits and a half the length thereof, 1 cubit and a half the breadth thereof. He made 2 cherubims of gold, beaten out of one piece made he them. On the 2 ends of the mercy seat, 1 cherub on the end of this side, another cherub on the other end of that side. Out of the mercy seat made he the cherubims on the 2 ends thereof. And the cherubims spread out their wings on high, and covered with their wings over the mercy seat, with their faces one to another, even to the mercy seat ward, with the face of the cherubims. And he made the table of shittim wood, 2 cubits was the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. He overlaid with pure gold, and made thereunto a crown of gold round about. Also he made thereunto a border of a handbreadth round about, made a crown of gold with the border thereof round about, and he cast for it 4 rings of gold, put the rings upon the 4 corners that were in the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border were the rings and places for the staves to bear the table. Made the staves of shittim wood, and overlaid them with gold to bear the table. He made the vessels which were upon the table, his dishes and his spoons and his bowls, his cover to cover withal. Pure gold. He made the candlestick of pure gold, and beaten work made he the candlestick. His shaft, his branch, his bowls, his knops, and his flowers were the same. 6 branches going out of the sides thereof, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side thereof, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side thereof. 3 bowls made after the fashion of almonds, and 1 branch, a knop, and a flower. 3 bowls made like almonds, and another branch, a knop, and a flower. So throughout the 6 branches going out of the candlestick. The candlestick were 4 bowls made like almonds, his knops and his flowers. A knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same. The knop and the two branches of the same, according to the 6 branches going out of it. Their knops and their branches were of the same. All of it was one beaten work of pure gold. He made his 7 lamps, and his snuffers and his snuff dishes of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold made he it, and all the vessels thereof. And he made the incense altar of shittim wood. The length of it was a cubit, and the breadth of it a cubit. It was 4 square, and 2 cubits was the height of it. The horns thereof were of the same, and he overlaid it with pure gold, both the top of it and the sides thereof round about, and the horns of it also he made unto it a crown of gold round about. And he made 2 rings of gold for it under the crown thereof, for the 2 corners of it upon the 2 sides thereof, to be places for the staves to bear it withal. He made the staves of shittim wood, and overlaid them with gold. He made the whole excuse me. He made the holy anointing oil, pure incense of sweet spices, according to the work of the apothecary.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Well, I was telling Mike Orr tonight in our visit, I said, I know there's a purpose for all of the descriptions around the old covenant. I know there's a purpose in it to show us the new covenant, the distinction between the old covenant. But I said, I don't sometimes, we're getting ready to go into Leviticus. I'm not looking forward to going into Leviticus. I like to read the book of Hebrews. I like to read the book of Ephesians. I like to read the book of John 6 and John 10 and John 17 and the whole book of Isaiah. I love Isaiah. I like to read the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I like the book of Romans, especially Romans 8 and 9 and Romans 5. I like to read 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and 2. I like to read 1 Peter chapter 1. I like to read Galatians. Colossians chapter 1, really good. But there's a purpose for reading Exodus 37. You see all of these things that they were required to do. Overlaying these things with pure gold. A lot of gold used. Candlesticks of pure gold, But anyway, I hope you have a good evening, and let us just be glad that we're under grace. We're under the new covenant, not under the old covenant. May the good Lord be with you tonight in a special way is my prayer. And again, Mark, I hope you have a happy birthday coming up. 50 years old. It's hard to believe that kind of ages me a little bit when I know I have a 50-year-old son. Good night, everyone.